What a start for Scottie Scheffler. He was plus 450 coming in, shortest odds to win the Masters since Tiger Woods in 2013. Seeking his third green jacket and second straight. Last to go back-to-back Tiger 01-02. Scheffler, good start, right down the middle on the first hole. He would make par there. Second hole, par 5, third shot from 43 yards out. Yes, gets it within 5 feet and cranks that in to get his day going at 1 under par. Fourth hole, long putt here, 62 feet we measured, and he used all of it. A birdie to get to 2 under par for Scottie. Seventh hole now, he's in the bunker, but dialed in. Pulls the string right after it passes the cup. He'd par that. Then at the par 5, eighth, third shot here. Leaves himself about 14 feet. Not great, but gives himself a shot at birdie. And he knocks that down. So a 62-footer and a 14-footer for birdie. He's 3 under par. On the backside, you think he might make some hay on these par 5s at 13 and 15, but that wasn't the case. He actually 3-putted for par on this 13th hole. So he's still 3 under, but cooling off a little bit. 15th hole, this from 24 feet for birdie. He'd settle for par there. But then on 16, the par 3, another long one, this one from 42 feet out. And he drops that. 4 under par for Scottie Scheffler. In some trouble on 18 off the tee. In the bunker. But he's going to use the backstop and bring this within 10 feet for a chance at another birdie. Scottie Scheffler going for his 3rd Masters victory in just his 6th Masters start. No one's ever done that. He would miss there, but tap in for a 68, a 4 under 68 for Scottie Scheffler without a single blemish on the card. Birdies at 2, 4, 8, and 16. And it seemed like, unbelievably, he left a little more meat on the bone with those slight mistakes at 13 and at 15. But when your worst scores are par at Augusta, you are going to be just fine. Chris Hassel, joined by Tommy Tran and the 2-time PGA Tour champion, Matt Every.
Yeah, Chris laid it out on the day that Scottie Scheffler had. What stood out to you about his 68 4-under today?
Well, he delivered for us, didn't he? I mean, Scottie and Roy, the talking points heading into this week. But if you're Scottie Scheffler, I mean, this is rock solid stuff on day one. You know, because you mentioned maybe he left a little bit out there on 13 and 15, but those par 5s are not cakewalks today. They're tough pins. The winds are swirling. You know, Scottie played a very safe round of golf, worked everything pretty much from the fat side of the green towards the pin. There was a ton of pins located on the right side of the green, which does suit him for that fade. But I mean, guys, he went around this place without breaking a sweat today. And you know, I said it a little earlier, it wouldn't shock me one bit if he makes Sunday boring for us.
3rd defending Masters champ of the past 30 years with a bogey-free opening round. Jordan Spieth in 2016, Tiger Woods in 2020. Much has been made about what type of form Scottie's been in coming into this Masters tournament, given the injury. What were your realistic expectations of him coming into today, and how much did he deliver on that?
10 out of 10. I mean, I expected a lot. I mean, this guy, obviously course history here, his is phenomenal. But as far as ceilings on the PGA Tour, his is the highest. And he hasn't won this year, but he's played 6 times, and his worst finish is 25th. Look, there's a lot of good players on the PGA Tour. That is nothing to shake a stick at right there. It's good stuff. The only thing missing in his preparation leading up to this week is a trophy, and he might get his first one of the year this week.
But he was coming off a runner-up finish, had a 3rd place finish as well. Did you get the sense that his game was ramping up to this today?
Without a doubt. I mean, these guys all, especially Scottie, they're all gearing up, you know, planning their schedules leading up to Augusta. I think that 2nd place finish in Houston was massive for him. If there were any weaknesses, he could work on it a week before the tournament, and he seems to be in a good spot right now. know.
Most rounds under par in the Masters since 2020. Scottie's got 16. The next closest is Cameron Smith with 12. Now, whether he was in form or not, a lot has been made about Augusta National and how much experience and really memory retention plays into a part there. Why is that so much so at this major than maybe some of the other majors on tour?
Well, guys, it's the only major we play that is at the same golf course year in and year out. You can watch all you want on TV, but there's nothing like the real thing when you get there. I just think Scottie, you know, he has the perfect demeanor for this place. Never mind that the golf course is built for his golf game. You know, he also has Ted Scott on the bag, and Ted's got a ton of experience around here as well. 2 wins with Scottie. He's also got a win with Bubba. They're just a tough team around this joint, and he's going to be really tough to beat.
And we used to talk about the Tiger effect back in the day, you know, when he would post a low score and everybody's like, oh, we're not going to be able to compete.
Sure.
What is it like if you're in the field right now and you feel like you got a shot to win it, but then you see the best in the world go out there and post a 68 in round 1?
Well, to be fair, I don't think Scottie, you know, brings the intimidation factor that Tiger once did, but there is some for sure. And you know, you just take a peek. I think mainly, you know, this is short field here this week, but there's only maybe 15 or 20 guys that can realistically win this golf tournament. And if you're one of those guys and you see Scottie Scheffler go out at 4 under par, if you're a Rory McIlroy today, you know you got to get on it, because I cannot spot this guy 5 or 6 shots over the course of the next 3 days.
How about the long putts he was holding today? I mean, 60-plus feet on one hole, 40-plus feet on the other.
That was going to say, I mean, that was signature, tee to green, that was signature Scottie Scheffler today. Very safe, very predictable, very good. What wasn't signature Scottie Scheffler were these bombs he made on 4 and 16. I mean, right in the heart. You know, golf's a funny game. He parred 13 and 15, 2 reachable par 5s, and these 2, obviously not 2 he thought he was going to pick up. But you take where you can get them, and if you play safe throughout the course of a week, these are going to fall every now and then. You're going to have a ton of them.
When we talk about an elite player like Scottie Scheffler, I laughed a little bit when Chris was doing the highlight, because he was like, there was more meat on the bone, there was more that he could have done. A 68 4 under, but for a guy like Scottie, those little things, it could have even been a better day. Little things. You can see his hand, he was like, up, slow down.
This was on 13, you know? An eagle putt. I mean, look, it's not an easy putt above the hole like that, but a 3-putt here for Paul.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, he did not run the table and end up as low as he could, but I'm telling you, take this in a heartbeat. You know, that putt on 13, that was a couple rolls away from being in the water.
Well, Scottie Scheffler is off to a fantastic start, even though he almost capped it with that incredible birdie on 18 out of the fairway bunker when he put it within 10 feet of the hole. Our coverage continues all afternoon, evening, and weekend long here on CBS Sports HQ from Augusta.